Dream Team Tonic, and it's live.
Good evening and welcome to the Dream Team Tonic podcast. Christmas is fast approaching and our special guest, currently the other side of the world, but we're bringing him home for Christmas, our very own James. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, mate. Thank you. Yeah.
Good stuff.
All good.
Nice pad you've got there as well.
Yeah, it is. I was just about to say,
well, you get a lot more for your money here, I can tell you.
Tell with a grand piano.
Yeah. Tony, loving the hat?
Hey, I've been told that red and white hat's a band. I don't know where I've heard it, but yeah, so I went for a black and white one. You know, I don't want to upset the Newcastle fans.
Yeah. I had to change the thumb. I was advised it was of bad taste. So, yeah, Voldemarde's got a black and white hat on now. And Ben, you all good over there?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you all doing?
Not bad. Are we all ready for Christmas?
I suppose.
Can't wait.
Yeah. This will be the last episode before Christmas. The deadline will be Boxing Day. So, just make sure you lock your teams in before you get too drunk or consume too much Christmas turkey that you fall asleep. But let's get started by saying hello to a few people in the chat. Who have we got joining us this evening? Ian's in there. Joe's in there. James, you're in there. From Texas.
Ah.
Yeehaw.
Oh,
Nathan Wisby.
I need to get to Texas.
Miss Snoopy, Merry Voltmas, everyone. Hope no one took Nick Voldemarde or Gordon out this week. Icaz, Mark Tavares, Robert, DT, Philip, Nobles, Samantha, Robert, Mark Warner. And I think that's it. Any latecomers, let us know you're joining in the chat. Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's go to your team, James. How you been getting on?
Not bad. I didn't have Foden for a couple of weeks, which absolutely killed me, especially on the goal bonus. But I've managed to claw my way back up a bit. I'm doing okay. Trouble is that I always look at the Dream Team Tonic Guest League, and that's the one I'm aiming to climb in. I'm not doing too bad. I've been playing catch up since the start of the season. Didn't have the best of starts, but I'm doing okay. I can't see my team for some reason, but
it's up. Can you guys see it?
I've got some technical issues. I don't know why. I couldn't see the video playing either.
Donald Trump. Trump.
Is that for all of you?
I can see it.
Okay. Do you want me to read it out?
No, it's fine. I've got it on my other screen. 84 points so far. With obviously, I've got Timber, Saka, Henderson, Lacroix, and Pino to play. So I'm hoping for a few more points from that. It'll be interesting to see how much rotation is in that game. I imagine. I doubt Saka's going to start. Possibly not. I don't know. Arsenal got so many defensive injuries. You would think that Timber might actually play that, but who knows? I'm sure Arteta thinks he's got bigger fish to fry than the Carabao Cup. That'll be interesting. I've got Palace are not done too great defensively in the last few weeks. Henderson 0, Lacroix -1. Timber got me 8. Lewis Hall got me 4. Brought him in for his attacking potential. He has
Got a little boost in the overnight on the points.
He did. But yeah, not too many clean sheets to be had since I've had him, unfortunately. Cherokee, who I've just brought in, got me 8. Foden 5, Pino 2, Saka 5, Captain Haaland. I did briefly consider Saka, but I just thought Haaland's fixtures were too good to ignore. Thiago's been a bit of a disappointment in the last couple of weeks. I've had him for a little while. Well, I had him for a little while. Then I took him out for 1 week and brought him back in. So yeah, I don't know what to do with Thiago, whether to keep him. I went early on Ekatike. He got me I brought him in last week.
Oh, you got the brace from him then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Shame he only got 9 points from 2 goals, which is a bit disappointing. But no, I got him in early for Liverpool's plum fixtures coming up. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure on my transfers at this stage. I might even roll 1 or 2. We'll see. I think it's a good time to, if you can bank the odd transfer, it's probably a good time to do it. With all of the injuries at the moment seem to be racking up. It's nice to have at least one in the bank, so you can do 3 if you need to. So yeah, not too bad. 84 points this week.
Have you taken advantage of that this season? Because I know we've all said how good it was that they let us roll now, but I think I've done it. I think I've done it once all season. I think I rolled to 3, and then I just complained that I had 3 decisions to make.
I got all the way up to 5.
Did you?
At one point. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I've done it. I've rolled a few this season
On purpose, or because you missed the deadline?
on purpose. Yeah, I haven't missed any deadlines yet this year.
Yeah, with time difference, I mean that's easy doable, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying though, because one of the transfers I was thinking of doing was back a few weeks ago was Enzo to Foden, and I was like, shall I? And I thought, no, I'll roll it, and that was a disaster. So
big decision, that, isn't it? That's one that, like you say, that hurts week after week as well.
Yeah,
you go, because I can't. It's kind of like not wanting to go there and chase points as well. You're thinking, well, I'll just go without him now, and
yeah.
I did the same. I brought him in this week for him. I did the same as you, James. I missed out on that. Then couple of braces for the goal boost as well. The goal boost wouldn't have hurt as much if I had Foden in my team, to be fair. And you're only losing 3 points per goal, but it's a tough one. Tough one to take that.
What is the time difference? What's the usual deadline for you over there?
Well, the deadline on Saturday was 7 a.m. I think. That was an early one. I prefer it when it's later because it gives me an opportunity to sort of check for last minute news and things. But yes, I always have to make sure my team's locked in, just in case I go out and party too hard and get up before the deadline.
I suppose that's the only good thing with Boxing Day this time around, isn't it? Because where it's on Boxing Day, at least it's late on Boxing Day.
Look at Joe.
Already set my alarm for the deadline because of the time difference.
Prep.
Yeah, it's got to be
preparation. That's honestly, win your mini leagues. That.
Who's up? Who's up next? Tony.
Oh, it's me. Oh. Yeah, good week.
You?
Ramsdale played. I was expecting Pope back in, to be fair. So on deadline stream, I was saying about I'm not keeper again and this, that, other. But yeah, he played, but conceded 2. So, I mean, 2 points.
I don't ever remember him being this bad at Arsenal. Arsenal.
So I really, really like Ramsdale, like as a person, and as I think he was better at Arsenal than what he's showing at Newcastle. But I think he must be feeling under pressure to show it. at Newcastle because he needs to try and gain that number 1 spot.
But then how do you try hard as a keeper?
Yeah, I know he's making wrong moves. Like, if you're going to go from Arsenal where you're not number 1, transfer to a team where you will be number 1 because he's got the quality. He's a good keeper. He doesn't need to go and play second fiddle to somebody. But at Newcastle, they've always had good keepers. They've got Nick Pope. They had the Brav Cup there as well. Yeah, it's a tricky one. He's put himself behind Pope straight away. You might as well not move from Arsenal. Might as well stay as number 2 there.
I think I saw he had the lowest save percentage in the league. At the minute. I know he's obviously not played as many games as most, but
yeah, and
rough.
You would say that sometimes, like, is it down to the quality of the shots that he's faced? I wouldn't say so. I think he's let a few easy shots in, but yeah, I was hoping that the defence would have helped him to a few clean sheets since putting him in. But I mean, what Chow out the other day? What were it Chow who made the error the other day
For the João Pedro goal?
Yeah,
he slipped over.
Yeah, I mean,
Sanchez assist.
Yeah, basically. I mean, as a keeper, but it's tough, isn't it? Anyway, off from Ramsdale. A player who is doing bits is Nunes at City. This is probably 2-3 weeks maybe that I've been touching upon him and saying at some point, first, when I brought him in the first couple of weeks, like I say, he conceded 4, conceded 3. And then I was thinking that was a mistake. But then since then, he's racking up them player performance marks. He's obviously got a few clean sheets as well in the mix. He's, monster on points. So another 13 from Nunes this week, which is really good. Hincapié and Timber, Arsenal kept the clean sheet. A bit of a toothless Everton, to be fair. They huffed and they puffed.
Should have had a couple of penalties.
Yeah. You could probably go there. And I mean, to be fair, deserved a clean sheet out of Hincapié and Timber after that Wolves debacle. But so they got 8 apiece. Saka 5, not great, but we were touching on the deadline stream, Scott, about it was Haaland versus Saka to say. Obviously, Saka having that second fixture, but if you took it on one, Haaland and West Ham versus Saka away at Everton, you've got to go Haaland. And, that's how we played it out. Foden came in because I'm sick of being battered by him. Cherky came in because he's just quality player. Can't do without him anymore. Now he's not getting dropped for playing very well. Thiago, just 2 points again. I mean, he's one of these Voltemaras, don't you? Like,
as soon as you take him out, that's when he gets two pens in a game again.
Yeah, he's got 2 home fixtures coming up. Really, that is one that's I'm struggling with for this next week, is because I know how it happens. I've took out Voltemada this week. Captain Haaland, 21 points, 42. Gordon, done the business, 2 assists, tackles, and a few other bits he got in there, big chances created and stuff. So, really good week this week, to be fair. It's the first time I felt like, I've steamrolled ahead, and I've sat then watching the rest of the games going, it doesn't matter to me. I've been comfortable because I've already got my points. So it's felt quite good. He's put it back in a all right position. I've got 2 of my chips left, and I'm going to try and keep that in my head when you're looking at the rankings and when you're looking at the DTT Guest League, which I got advertised as, well, I wasn't even on there, was I? When Daly come on last week.
Bottom Daly, of the list.
Yeah, Daly had took over me. And we had, but it's one of them. Swings and roundabouts and that.
Yeah, that's a monster score in it, 108. You've got to be happy with that. And then I think you've got a decent chance of getting the extra points in midweek. No Palace, so you haven't got that issue that come up a fair bit in our questions.
It's a tough one, isn't it, with Palace, because they've been doing so well, and it wasn't the people that are up near the top are people that have been on Palace. They've been on Arsenal, they've been on Palace, so it is a little bit of luck of how you've manoeuvred and maybe moved away from them before they've started going downhill. You know how it works.
Right. Ben, how has your week gone?
73 points. Not the greatest week so far, but still in there, still in for the fight. I brought in Cherky, 8-pointer. Who else did I bring in? Ekatiki, 9-pointer. And I subbed out Doku for Rice, and 8 points for him. Should have had 2 assists, really. Trossard hit the post from an open shot on target. Yeah, so...
First one was a bit questionable, though, wasn't it?
the handball. Yeah, well...
Although, you've been done with that, really, haven't you? Because that pity penalty... given to Gyökeres, you could...
you can't be having that. Sorry, if I had a captain Saka, I'd be absolutely fuming with that. Absolutely fuming. There's no need. If you can't score from open play, don't give him the fucking penalties. Sorry. If you're shit, you're shit. Just padding out your stats doesn't help.
Yeah, especially when it's 0-0. You know what I mean? Like, Saka's the main man. He should be taking a penalty. If it was like 2-0, give it Gyökeres.
Yeah, definitely.
But, I captain. Obviously, as you mentioned, I captain Saka this week because of the 2 games. Flip flopping between him and the Haaland, but I decided to take my socks off this week. And go for it. 2 games for Saka. Not the greatest result so far. 5 points, double to 10. But we've still got one more game, so hopefully he plays in that game. I got a little thing that's a bit annoying. You know, it's right. Gordon, right? I've took him out this week. He's had a shot on the goal. Goalkeeper's saved it, and it's fell to Voltemade. He scored. He gets an assist for that. Foden crosses the ball in for Haaland. He hits the target. Goalkeeper saves it. He hits the target again. He don't get no assist for that, does he? I know it's different, but it's similar. You know what I mean? He still created a chance.
He still got the big chance created, didn't he? You got the point for that. I know. It's just because it's on the second phase.
Yeah,
it's a tough one.
Yeah, so I've got rid of the 2 Newcastle lads, Voltemade and Gordon. 14 points for Gordon and 16 for Voltemade. But I'm not too fussed because all the players I brought in, they've got 25 points between them, so I've done all right out of them. I'm 6 points down if I didn't do the sub, I would have kept Gordon out of the 2. I wouldn't have kept Voltemade. Voltemade, I'm so glad to get rid of him. He's absolutely garbage. He's had one. I was looking at his stats. He's 1 shot on target since game week 13. And that was this week. That was the first time he hit the target since game 13. That's 5 games without a shot on target. I don't want that in my team. He got lucky with the rebound for the first goal, and the other goal was offside.
I love it.
Yes, I'm not fussed, mate. Honestly, I'm glad to see the back of him.
You don't sound it.
He's awful. Ekatike comes in, gets a goal, and good fixtures now. Newcastle players are too inconsistent. You got Gordon coming off at 60 minutes all the time.
Yeah.
Then he plays. Then he doesn't, and it was that first assist in a year in the Premier League for Gordon. He gets a fake assist, fantasy assist, and an assist.
You got two easy moves there for next week, I think. That's Bruno Fernandes to Gordon, isn't it? And then Enzo to Valdemada.
I ain't got Bruno Fernandes, mate. I ain't got
Bruno,
that
I
problem.
would say,
Who was
well,
your sub? Oh no, it was your sub Doku.
I've got Doku still, yeah.
Bruno just got injured, wasn't it? It was Doku.
What was the other one you said?
Valdemada and Gordon for Enzo and Doku.
No way. Enzo Fernandez benched 1 point, but comes on and changes the game when it's 2-0 down. So, bit harsh there. Merry Christmas, Nobbles.
Ben, you should be wearing Tony's hat. You should be wearing Tony's hat, I think.
Yeah.
I know.
I've got the same back line as James. Lacroix, Timber, Hull. Haaland and Ekatike up front. I'm not too fussed about that. Obviously, I didn't get the captaincy right, but I've still got another shot at it.
You don't know where you got the captaincy right.
Yeah,
because you don't know what's going to happen midweek. Look,
I've got 5 players to play still.
He might play and score a brace. We don't know about Saka. It don't look likely that he'll play. I think they'll rotate, but you never know.
You never know.
You only really need a goal.
Yeah, but do you know? As soon as they called the penalty against, right, that evens itself up, doesn't it? It's like basically Haaland and Saka captaincy is probably going to end up even.
Should have got the assist for the penalty tonight.
I'm sorry. Odegaard needs to have a word with himself. It's not on.
Why him? Why Odegaard?
Well,
he was one.
Apparently, he made the decision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought Arteta said they work it out on the pitch.
Yeah, it was said that the captain has decided Gyökeres is taking it.
I think Pickford was in Saka's head, and at England link up. I thought let's just give it him.
You might give it Calafiori then. No, it's just an harsh one because when
Saka will take one this weekend now.
When people put their captaincy on Saka as opposed to Haaland, they're doing it in the basis that Saka is also a penalty taker. No matter where Saka gets his points from, you're also taking into account that he takes penalties as well. And he might have 2 games. It's an harsh one. It's a harsh one for Saka captainers. I didn't captain him, but I do feel sorry for everybody that did, because that is taking piss.
And anyone that kept Valdemada or Gordon just didn't have enough transfers to get rid of them.
I did see a few teams, not to take it away from anyone, that did have either. But yeah, you did see a few teams.
Yeah.
If I saw a Gordon or a Valdemada in the team, I went back to their week before team and thought, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not bitter.
I was trying to be clever, weren't I, using the sub on Doku so I could get the 3 players in I wanted.
Yeah, you would have ended up having to keep one probably, wouldn't you? Or would you
honestly, I nearly did the same, Ben. I would think about that as well. It's not a bad move. Now you look at it and go, oh, bit of shit, but at the time, you're thinking that might work out well.
This will cheer you up, Ben. Wisby's still got Saka captain, so that means he's going big tomorrow.
Yeah, it means he's got a hat trick.
Yeah, Wispy's on fire.
Wisby's on fire.
Your defense is terrified.
No. My team, 85 points for the week. I've got the same backline as you and James there. Henderson, Lacroix, Timber, and Hall. Yeah, Hall was on I think it was the 2-pointer. So I had to send a strongly worded email that the bonus had been miscounted, and that got fixed. The same with Shirky as well. He was on 6 points, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Woke up to an extra Hall 2 points and Shirky 2 points. yeah, Foden, Saka, Bruno.
He's
We're gonna do.
disgrace.
We're going to do loads of talk on Bruno replacements in this episode, and also, is it time to go for the Crystal Palace defence? Because looking a bit shaky. DCL giving them nightmares. Haaland cap, 42 points. Mateta is still in there, stinking the team up.
That was harsh, wasn't it? Because they got a penalty and he went on the pitch.
He's already gone. Yeah, he played more minutes than I expected, though. Wasn't he on for about 70 odd?
77.
He's been going about 60 minutes recently. But yeah, Ekatike came in this week, grabbed the goal, so fairly pleased with that one. And Shirky was my other transfer in. The two guys that came out for me were Doku, so I couldn't end up worse off of that one. And then Igor Thiago was the other guy that I took out. So 15 points up. But yeah, after selling Morgan Rogers for game week 15, he's now scored back to back braces now. That one's a bit nasty, but hey ho. Now the fixtures are terrible as well, so it feels like you can't bring them in. But we'll chat about that in a second. We're going to go on to the fixture ticker next, but before we do, I think us four are in agreement here that we don't want anything for Christmas other than you guys just leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Or if you're feeling extra generous, hit the join button on YouTube. Come on with our members. Head over to patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic. You can join us in the Discord. Get access to Ben's fixture ticker there on the second tier.
Not just that, you join the family. You join the family. We'll be calling you out by name. We'll be giving you grief or giving you a helping hand or an advice, and we get to know each other. It's a good place to be.
We're gonna have a Christmas party as well. It's gonna be post. It's gonna be post Christmas. But yeah, we have the occasional Discord live chat with all of our members there. So we're going to be arranging that for sometime after Christmas. We're not going to fit it in beforehand, but yeah, we'll have a little chit chat, little drink. We probably won't speak about Dream Team very much, but it's fun. So yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Ben, fixture ticker, where are we at?
Coming up to game week 17 now. Lots of chat about goal boosters this week. I've heard a few people say max captain as well. So starting at the top, Liverpool have Wolves and Leeds at home. Man City have Forest and Sunderland both away. Arsenal have Brighton and Villa at home. Newcastle, Man United away, Burnley away. Chelsea have a double at home, Aston Villa and Bournemouth. Tottenham go to Palace and Brentford. Don't have to go too far. Both in London. Villa have a jump on tube.
Jump on tube.
Villa have a tricky double. Chelsea and Arsenal away. Forest play Man City and Everton at home. Palace have two home games with Tottenham and Fulham. Man United have Newcastle and Wolves. Should I read the rest out?
Nah, the rest are crap.
Is there any ones that there? Would you say maybe what Igor Thiago, two home games, Bournemouth second worst away defence in the league, and Tottenham's not very good.
To be fair, West Ham is they have been terrible, but that is a nice double. The fixtures are starting to turn for them, isn't it? Fulham home, Brighton away.
Yeah. Bowen's probably the only one I'd look at. Would you say from West Ham as a gamble?
It's not bad leading into the Wolves away and Forest at home.
Yeah, QPR.
It's not the worst, is it? And QPR will probably play because, well, who'd they play instead of Bowen?
You could go Bournemouth, get Semenyo in, and then by game week 18, you might have him at a new club. He's got the clause, isn't it? Until
it's early January, isn't it?
The Santa Claus.
Yeah, Basically, you got to buy in before a certain time.
10th of
otherwise-
Jan, I think it is. Yeah,
10th.
be an interesting one to see where that ends up.
What about the English Haaland at Leeds? DCL. Calvert-Lewin, 6 goals in 5 games. He's back. Someone's oiled his joints up.
Honestly, when he were on fire for Everton, he was a player. He's so good at what he does. But
Yeah.
can you ever trust him to stay fit? And that's always been the issue. So that's why he's left. That's why he's at Leeds. They've took the punt on him.
I'll never forget having him in my team. 2 hat-tricks in 2 games, and I got to top of the leaderboard.
Wow.
That's when me and you started talking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in my team.
Really
Then.
does. Yeah.
Apparently,
Look at that. DCL was probably. In fact, he might have actually created the pod himself.
apparently he went out and bought a new dress to celebrate.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, God. His dress sense is another discussion, I suppose.
Just going to say a quick welcome to Sandywell. P. Sandywell joining us. New member joined today. So
Evening.
welcome.
Yeah, I've said all right to you, Sandy. Well, I think you've found the link to the early access, which is good. Straight on there. Any good Bruno replacements? I'm sure
We'll get into that. But yeah, other than that, with the fixtures, what do you guys think about? Obviously, Arsenal still got to play Palace for obviously the semi tomorrow. Will that be weighing into your thinking, do you think, with obviously Arsenal, or whoever gets that game, and then the guys with the Carabao Cup 2-leg semis? Are you going to be trying to get those guys in so that you've got your City, you've got your Newcastle, Chelsea? The fixtures aren't great this week and next, but yeah, will you be looking to try and gain there, or you just play that nearer the time?
It is 3 weeks away, so you've got obviously your 6 transfers beforehand. I'd be hoping for an Arsenal win, just because my team, I've got 3 Arsenal in there. So I'm hoping for the extra fixtures, which gives me extra opportunities. It'd be interesting to see if Palace do win, whether everybody be keen to just dump them again when they know they're going to have them 2 extra fixtures. It'd be an interesting one, that. Obviously, I have no Palace, so it's easy for me. I just want Arsenal to win, and there's no decisions to be made. But anybody like you lads,
It's tough. You normally always go for it, don't you, Ben? The extra games, but
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that. But this is a different. Don't think I can remember us having 2 double Premier League game weeks in a row like this. But yeah, definitely keeping an eye on that. I won't be going too mad. Maybe Man United's probably the only team I would look at outside of the European teams, me personally. But I wouldn't go more than one.
I've not got more than one to pick anymore.
No.
Right, let's go on to these questions, because I'm sure a lot of this will weave into it. But yeah, don't panic in the chat. If you think I've missed yours, I've just reordered them because there was a lot of questions around similar things. So we've grouped them together. The first thing we're going to take on is goal bonus. So what are your thoughts on goal bonus in game week 26 instead of this week? So game week 17 looked like it was going to be a really popular goal bonus. I actually haven't put 26 on the screen, so that would have helped, wouldn't it? But game week 26 is looking really, really good. If you bring up your own tickers quickly, you have a look at that. But what are your thoughts between the two? A lot of injuries have come up, and teams not looking as good, and players not available. So I think we'll come to you first, Tony, because are you the only one with it left?
I've got goal boost yet. I'm looking at I was looking at 17, but I just said I won't rush it, and depending on how it arrives at and the players I've got, players in form, injuries, suspensions, like you got so much going on. So I will try and prep my team towards it, but if it don't feel right, I just won't do it. I mean, I think Liverpool have got 2 plum fixtures, and Ekitike he's scoring goals, so that's a tick. City, 2 away games. I mean, City are nailed on. I just don't think you've got anything supporting after it, and that's the trouble in my eyes. I wanted Fernandes for penalties at United. You could alter that and go Cunha because he's probably going to be on penalties, but you got Fernandes missing, Nabumo misses, Diallo missing. How potent are United going to be in those games? Don't get me wrong, they've been good all season, but that's a big loss to their front line. So that puts me off a little bit. You've got the Second Chance League that comes up in the second half of the season, and boosters count. So you could, if you just saved it now and played it second half of the season, you can give yourself a boost in that league. I think last season was it £5,000 to win something like that. But you don't know. I just think there's a bit too much gone on this week, and a few too many doubts with the suspensions and the injuries. I won't be playing it. Very, very. I mean, there's probably about a 5% chance I will play it.
Depending on how many beers you've had.
Well, yeah, there's that as well. We always got to take that into account, haven't we? When's the deadline? Is it an half-2 deadline? If it's an half-2 deadline, Jesus Christ, we could be.
No, it's worse.
Go on.
It is 6:30 on Boxing Day. You'll be tanked.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Going to be a few people forgetting the deadline, aren't there?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, sorry to the listeners. I could be doing out at that point. So yeah, I can't promise you anything. But let's keep saying, I just don't think it is prime week to do it. I don't. It's Max Captain. I think Max Captain might be a good option.
I'm liking the look of that more, actually, now.
Yeah, more than the goal bonus, and just going, do you know what? Let's just have the guy that scores the most over them 2 games.
You can't lose. You can lose. It ends up on the most popular captain, but yeah.
Or
you know what I mean? What do you think there, James? On the do you wish you kept it?
No, I did all right on the goal bonus. Would have been better if I'd had Foden, but not too bad. I think I got 4 or 5 goals. I'm not a big fan of I think you probably want to do it in a week where Haaland's got 2 plum fixtures, and I don't think Nottingham Forest and Sunderland away are fantastic fixtures. I do prefer game week 26 because Haaland's got Leeds away and Forest at home. I think that's better than what he's got this week. If I was going to do the goal bonus this week, I'd put it on Ekitike with Wolves at home and Leeds at home. Also, in game week 26, though, I do think that's better because City have got better fixtures. Liverpool have got West Ham at home, Wolves away.
That's just very good as this week, really, isn't it?
Yeah. To this week's 2 home. That one's got 1 away at Wolves, but Wolves are awful, aren't they, at the moment? And also Spurs look good for game week 26 as well. So they've got Fulham away, who are shipping goals, and they've got Palace at home. And they might have although they're not great at home at the moment, are they? So I don't know. I do think game week 26. I do prefer that. I would probably captain. I'd stick it on Haaland that week. I mean,
You
things
might.
might change between now and game week 26, but I don't think this week is particularly great. I mean, Villa have got terrible fixtures. Chelsea have got playing Villa. There's a lot of sides playing each other. There's a lot of red on the tickers. I don't think it's a plum week to play it personally. Unless if I was going to do it, I would captain Ekitike though. I wouldn't captain Haaland with 2 away fixtures.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Going against, it's hard enough to go against Haaland in a normal week, but then to do it in a week where the goal bonus is in play as well feels double scary.
Yeah.
That game week 26 one, we said Liverpool have got good fixtures. That's in, I think it's in late February, isn't it, or middle February? You could have Salah back in the good books by then, or Gakpo back fit as well. So you could actually go more than just the Ekitike. You'd think Ekitike would still be playing because this Isak injury looks like it's going to be a serious one. So
He didn't look good at that. Honestly, I thought he snapped his ankle.
I think he might have. I think the talk is that he might have some sort of leg break. I think.
Yeah, I genuinely, when I seen it, I like, oh god, that's bad. That's not good. And he got wrapped under the body. It looked like he snapped it. Genuinely, obviously, whatever they give out and that, it's just unfortunate that. I mean, his injury record, I've gone to Liverpool out of sorts with no pre-season, and it's a horrible, horrible injury to happen to him. If that's what's happened, yeah.
What do you reckon, Ben? Would you go 26 or would you go 17?
Yeah, if I was going to do a goal boost, I really want it on a Haaland where I'm confident they will get a few goals. Like this week is a bit touchy, a bit dodgy with Forest away and Sunderland away, both notoriously good at home. So you're looking at Ekitike. He's probably nailed now, striker for Liverpool with all the injuries and Salah being away at AFCON. So you'd probably say he's the best option with Wolves at home and Leeds at home. Leeds is a hard game now, but Wolves is a plum fixture. So I think that's a good time to put it on him if you think your team's ready to do it. But if you can think about it, if you wait till 26, you could get back Salah, Bruno, Gabriel, Palmer, Munoz, players like that in your team. You'll have more money to afford them as well. The only thing is, we don't know what the form's going to be like then on certain players.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to be injured. So it's just. But the positive for that one is the Haaland is got the nice double that week with Leeds away and Forest at home. I mean, Leeds away isn't that good at the moment, but we don't know what they're going to be like back later on in the season.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, Ben. Like it says, but the thing is, you're looking at there's an opportunity there. 26 looks good. So what position you'll be in at that point? I mean, you might get to the point where you go, well, we're at 26. My team's pretty well set up. I can't see any other opportunities, so I'm just going to play it. It might go well, it might go shit. We don't know. But ultimately, there's some good fixtures there, good opportunities. So it's not like, if your team ain't set up for 17, don't just think you've got to press that trigger. I just don't feel like that's the way it should be. There's loads of doubles coming up. Loads of them. And there's plenty of opportunities.
That's the good thing with this compared to Park the Bus, is that if you've got a team that you've built for goals, but then you're not fancying it, it's still a good team. Whereas like before, you had to build getting all these defenders in, and then if you didn't want it, you'd have to go all the way back again.
Yeah.
No, this one doesn't feel too bad. And let us know in the chat if you're still going ahead with it or you're cancelling your plans. On to captaincy for this week, so game week 17. So Ian says Haaland, definitely your captain for game week 17, or considering someone else. He's considering Ekatike, as he has the plum home double. You just mentioned there, but yeah, Nathan Wisby, best captain picks for this game week. Where are you thinking of going, Tony, with the armband?
Is Ekatike on penalties?
What do you reckon, James? Szoboszlai is out, so we thought Szoboszlai had moved on to pens with Salah not there, but Szoboszlai has picked up his 5th yellow, so he's suspended.
I'm not entirely sure, but if I had to guess, I would say that McAllister is probably the next in line. Although I wouldn't be massively surprised if Ekatike took it. So it's a bit of an unknown, to be honest. McAllister's pretty good at pens. I wouldn't be surprised if he took it. But yeah, it could be Ekatike. I don't think there's not been any precedent that I could recall to be able to back it up with any sort of factual information. So it's just a gut feeling, really, and based on historical stuff. So yeah, probably Mac 10, maybe Ekatike.
And this is the issue when there's that doubt. Obviously for City, they get a penalty. Haaland's taking it. He's on the pitch. He's taking it. Whether he scores or misses, obviously, is a different matter. But Newcastle, they've got 2 nice fixtures, and we were on about this on the deadline this weekend, Scott, about don't take someone out ahead of a United fixture because United cannot defend. And Rodgers said, honestly, I wish I'd brought him in, but just saying, like, their defence, as good as United are being going forward and as entertaining and brilliant they are attacking-wise, Jesus Christ, the defence is bad. So, yeah, that Newcastle away game, especially at Old Trafford, because they've got to come out, United. There's no, like, going and soaking up a little bit of pressure. You're at Old Trafford. You come out and you should be setting the demands amongst the game. But I just think it's a nice fixture, nice couple of fixtures that for Newcastle. And if you've still got Gordon, I just think he's a good differential option. Don't talk about Voldemar. Gordon. I don't mind him.
Ben, captain.
Well, like I said, you would go to Haaland, but looks like tricky 2 away games, but it's Haaland. Ekatike does stand out quite a lot here with these 2 games. It's between them 2 for me, really. I mean, you could go Foden or Cunha or something like that, but I think it's between them 2. Max captain's a good week, I think, for this week.
Yeah, if you could max cap and make sure you have Cunha in there, Ekatike in there, because I think this would have been a nice captaincy week for Bruno if he wasn't injured.
Yeah,
those 2 home games.
Yeah, you never know. Like Gordon might do well against Burnley. Saka might do something. Shirky, Palmer, Bowen, Thiago. Someone like that, if you've got him in your team, could go off.
Yeah, I think even those Arsenal fixtures, I know they're tougher in Brighton and Villa, but at home, Saka,
home fixtures, aren't they?
Saka's not giving a pen away at home. Well, that'll wind you up.
Yeah, I heard someone say that he never gives the home penalties away, but he always gives the away ones away.
Just feels more confident there.
Start calling him homeboy, not starboy.
I think I would have been more inclined to actually take Haaland on this week. I know it's easy to say because I'm not going to do it, but the reason why I'm not going to do it is, just if it goes wrong in a week where people are playing the goal bonus, it's bad enough normally, but to lose an extra, well, it's not even an extra 3 points, is it?
6, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be just staying firmly with Haaland, I think, for this game week. But I do think there are nice opportunities.
I think Haaland scores 4 goals across all.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to make sure that he doesn't eat too much over Christmas. Because did you see the Pep comments?
Yeah,
He's
I saw
weighed it.
that.
He's weighed everyone, and if they come in
It's fucking right.
overweight back from Christmas, he says he won't play him. Would that include Haaland? Do you reckon?
Absolutely not. he's got a fucking buy. I'm telling you.
He'll film it for his channel, hasn't he? What he's having for Christmas.
I've not watched any. Is it good?
It's all right. Short videos of what he does in his life, basically.
Haaland, he'll be on fish anyway. He'll be right. Fish and pasta. I'm telling you.
Right. What everyone's been waiting for, the Bruno replacements. So
Yeah.
I've put all the questions into one here, but we've got Miss Noopy, Bruno replacements. Obviously, Sandwell in the chat was saying Bruno replacements.
Oh.
Jay Baker, now Bruno's injured. Does Cunha become a must-have in the team? He says Man United feel like they're the same level as Wolves were when he was there. Also, a similar question from Bradders with a few alternatives and Roberto as well. So we'll work our way through these. But James, have you got Bruno in your team currently?
I don't. I was planning to bring him in this week, but clearly I won't be doing that now. So
You don't need a replacement.
Yeah.
no, I don't. I like the Cunha shout. If you haven't got Foden, I would definitely be considering him. Maybe Cherky, Palmer. His minutes have been increasing, haven't they? He played 79 against Newcastle, so you'd think he'd be ready for a 90. But with the propensity for rotation at Chelsea, I don't know if I'd risk bringing that kind of player in over Christmas, especially because they might be nursing him back. So. Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a shame he's out because he's got some great fixtures. So yeah, I would say Cunha, Foden, Cherky, possibly Palmer if you're willing to take the risk of reduced minutes.
There's surely no way. That's the thing with Palmer, isn't it? There's surely no way if it's back-to-back doubles. Can he play 4 games straight, 4 starts straight? Villa, Bournemouth, City, Fulham. They're all going to be pretty intense.
This is where I think Bruno was so what's the word, like attractive, because you're getting back-to-back Premier League games twice, doubled. He's going to play pretty much 90 in them all, and that is where it sucks you into it and go, look, yeah, he's a surefire. I like Cunha to the degree that I think he'll be on penalties. So although their attacking outlets be depleted, I think he'll play most of those 4 games across 17 and 18. And I think he'll be on penalties. So I think Cunha's good. But yeah, I mean, like James just touched on, like Foden, Cherky, and the likes. If you don't have Gordon, I think Gordon being on penalties and having United and Burnley away, I think in the first week, I think they're really nice fixtures for him. They're a couple of like fixtures you could really attack. You could see Gordon doing very well in those fixtures. I like Rodgers. Obviously, I've touched on Rodgers 2-3 weeks now. Villa are back in form. Rodgers is back in form. They do have 2 tough away games, but sometimes it just plays so much into Villa's hands, and I wouldn't talk anybody out of getting Rodgers in this week. Just as I was saying, get him in for the United game, get him in for the West Ham game previous to that. He had 2 plum fixtures, West Ham United. He's performed, he's done it. Villa have done it. Don't forget, they're on a massive run now. A massive run. They're winning games consistently. Yes, they've got 2 tough away games, but
He'll
sometimes
get 90. He'll
they're-
get 90
yeah.
in all of them.
Yeah, you see Watkins get hooked all the time. You watch Rodgers; he's always there, isn't he? And it's just the fact that sometimes that counter-attacking style plays right into their hands, especially with Watkins and Rodgers. Tillerman's pulling the strings; he's back to his best as well. I think, to be fair, Tillerman's is probably the difference. That he has made the difference for Villa. You see, he's got back to form, and all of a sudden, Villa are a different team. So yeah, I don't mind Rodgers. I really don't. Differential.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea have just conceded a couple to Newcastle, haven't they? With that similar sort of high press, intense football, and Villa done us, didn't they? Already,
Yep.
So is there a lesson in here somewhere though? Like, I got stung by Rodgers, the in out, hokey cokey. I'm sure loads of people listening got stung by Gordon, or Valdemade. If we bring Rodgers in or bring Gordon back, do we have to like have a good look at ourselves and go, okay, if they blank, we need to accept it. Don't care about the 0.3 because they're good. Are we going to learn our lesson or what?
And do you know, Scott, I was looking at this earlier and I was doing the same thing going, right, so I took Valdemade out and he's banged. Right, Thiago, you got 2 home games. I were in the last couple of pods I was saying about his hauls have come in his home games. Not the away games. He's not scored very well away from home. Obviously, he did shit the other week, but so he's got 2 home games. I brought him in on the basis of his next, say, 3 game weeks, 4 game weeks. That's why I brought him in. Why? So should I take him out before he's finished that block of games? And that is what I'm struggling with now, because if I take him out and he bangs, I've basically just gone back on what I thought 3 weeks previous. Like, well, he might get a 16 and a 14. We don't know. Obviously, we don't know that until the end of the game week. It's easy to say at the end of the game week. But you've got to, like, when you bring in players in, it's usually for a set period because you're looking at the fixtures, not just for that game week, but you're looking at it for maybe that game week, then the next, maybe even the one after. So when, like you say, because they've had a shit week, does that mean you just hook them? Or do you do it for the duration?
It's hard because as well, though, like, there's been people that have been patient with Igor Thiago or been patient with Mateta, and they're just sat getting blanks week on week on week. So for everyone that you get stung by, there's also one where you're hanging on too long. So I don't. It's impossible to know the answer, but yeah, it's frustrating.
The thing is, though, you hold on to them and then they blank again and they blank again. They're just going down in value, and then you can't afford any good players. Like a few years ago, I kept hold of Bruno and Rashford for too long, and then I was behind 2 million or something. Everyone else. So me moving Gordon on this week, I might be 6 points down or whatever, but I've gained for 0.3 on the player I brought in, and so it's 0.6 really. I've gained because he's gone down 0.3, and I'm still building my budget, and I've brought in a good player who still scored some points. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's the only thing in it. The budget is definite. Like, you can definitely get the rises. It's not down to, well, unless you get corruptioned out on the odd occasion. But the points you leaving it to chance a little bit. So yeah, the double whammy is definitely worse of no points and the loss of budget. Yeah. What about your replacements, Ben? Never done yours?
I didn't mention Saka there. Obviously, if you haven't got Saka, I think you need to get him in.
Yep.
Ekatike, obviously, for this, if you can go to a striker, because there hasn't been many striker options lately. I'd say you pretty much covered them all for me.
I'm tempted by Rice this week.
Yeah.
My 50-50 last week was Shirky or Rice. They both ended up with the same amount of points. So, Rice still a game to go, but he was really good against Everton. He's up to 10 attacking returns now for the season already. Pretty fortunate that O'Brien wanted to play volleyball in that game, but still taking those corners, they're always looking dangerous, aren't they? And again, you think that he will play the bulk of games, and if they do end up going through in the Carabao Cup, when it comes down to the 2-leg semi, I reckon he probably will end up playing that. And especially one's in the same week as the FA Cup, isn't it, as well? So
yeah,
I think the actual FA Cup game will be the rotation game, and the Carabao Cup game will probably be the serious game that week, I reckon, if we get that far. Yeah, I like that. Any love for anyone at Liverpool other than Ekatike, James? Verts, maybe?
Well, I was going to talk about Wirtz later, but he got his first attacking return in the Premier League of the season last week against Spurs. He is looking better, and with the current lack of other options, he's definitely going to play, and he does seem to be trying to find Ekatike on a regular basis. So I wouldn't be hugely surprised if his output went up with the fixtures that we've got. But do bear in mind that last week was his first. He got an assist, didn't he? That was his first official attacking return of the season.
He's got a few fantasy ones, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
And in other comps.
Yeah.
He did. I think he was holding his leg, or he was cramping up or something at the end of the game. So we'll obviously have to wait and see on that as well. But it might be an interesting one eventually. I don't think it's one for me because the price is quite expensive as well. I'm surprised he hasn't gone down. Yeah, one to keep an eye on. Any others? And with Szoboszlai, so Roberto's question. So is he worth bringing in for just the one game? So he's going to miss the first fixture of Wolves at home. Is it worth it for just the Leeds single?
No.
Can't be, can it?
No.
Not if you're taking out a double game week player to put in a single. Yeah, it's probably not wise.
No.
What about if you've got him already? Would you keep?
Yeah, it's a hold probably, unless you've got other fires.
I think that's covered the options on that one. I think we've done all right there. Defense. So, well, me, James, and Ben all had the same defense there with, I think it wasn't it? With two, you got Henderson and Lacroix.
Yeah.
Both in their teams. Palace gone down the pan a little bit with their defensive solidarity. But it is a nice double with home fixtures against Spurs and Fulham. I think that's okay, to be honest. I don't think that's terrible. But defenders in general, who would you bring in? I've got my eye on someone that's in Tony's team. Definitely. Tony, your defence is looking quite nice. Where would you be going for defenders at the moment?
But it's not been looking nice for the last however many weeks, has it?
Yours?
Yeah. I've struggled. Or I've really struggled. Obviously, Núñez has done well the last couple of weeks. He really has he's just absolutely smashed it. Forget about clean sheets and stuff. Look, Pep seems to be settled on a back four. Don't quote me on this. He actually seems to be settled on an 11. Don't quote me on that. But Núñez is, performance marks. He seems nailed at right back. He's playing well. He's getting involved. He gets assists. He can find himself in some crazy areas up the pitch, a little bit like Cancelo used to do from left back. But yeah, it seems like the trust is in Nunes to be his right back at the minute. So long may that continue. Hincapié and Timber, right? I mean, Arsenal, like, they've got 2 home games. Still looking solid. I know they conceded a couple, but they're still the most solid team in the league. And at home, you've got obviously Saliba's returned to go alongside Hincapié. Gabriel's what, a week? Is he a week off?
Yeah, I don't think he's far. They reckon end of the year.
Yeah, see, so Hincapié's days are numbered because Saliba's already back in there. Timber's needed. I don't mind Calafiori back there as well. Or if you want me to give you some more options, Vardio has up to right at City.
Just
2
so
away.
expensive, isn't he? I suppose you could have him as a
Yeah.
placeholder for Gabriel, but then if you get him, are you going to really swap him?
Yeah, that is the trouble. And it's same with the keeper. Like, are you going to go at that expensive for your keeper? It's if you're going to block it, if you're going to go for a City block or an Arsenal block, yeah, sod it, throw a keeper in there as well. And hopefully, like the likes of like Fernandes, Palmer not being too essential at the minute, Salah's off to AFCON and all that stuff. Your budget should stretch that far anyway.
How are you feeling, Ben, about your Palace defenders at the moment? Are you you're Lacroix and Henderson too, aren't you?
Yeah.
So obviously it's going to be dependent on tomorrow night as well, what sort of score they get. But how are you feeling about them too?
I'm happy to hold them for game 17 with the 2 home games against Tottenham and Fulham. And then I'm going to reassess again in game week 18 because they go to Newcastle away and they've got Villa at home.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
So that's a tricky 18. But yeah, if they're out of the cup, then probably we'll be moving them on.
If they're out the cup though, away at Macclesfield,
Yeah.
will be their only game of that week. I wonder if they'll give everyone a rest still, or I mean, they could probably do with that rest.
Yeah, them players are in need of a rest.
Well, look what happened when they do rest players.
Yeah.
They lose the leads 4-1.
I suppose also I know they will have their playoffs to be scheduled in now, but come game week 20, Europe starts again, and they're not good. They're not in it at that point, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
probably
would
is
you
time to
move off Henderson? Would you keep him? It depends on price, I would imagine.
Yeah, like, who would you be more inclined to move out of Lacroix and Henderson if you're on a keeper and a defender?
Definitely keep the keeper. The last one I move.
The keeper always feels like less of a priority, but then Lacroix always plays.
No, but you can get more games out of someone else, can't you?
Yeah, it's tough. But I think there are good choices out there. Nunes especially looks good. And I think just having one Arsenal in Timber for me, that doesn't feel enough at the moment. What do you think about if you wanted to go for a block? Because that's Nobble's question, sort of. He's saying people are moving away from the Palace block. Would you go to a different block at this time or separate out, given non-European teams are currently on the table? A quick fire one.
Well, yeah, I like the look of Man City's defence at the minute. They're looking quite solid and they're getting attacking returns and that. But you could argue it's a good idea. Depends on your rank, really. If you want to consolidate, you could edge your bets and go for a bit of both. But if you're chasing, pick one and go for that. But yeah, Reece James is standing out like he just keeps playing now, and then he's scoring free kicks and getting assists and bonus points.
Well.
Yeah, it was a clever free kick as well because he didn't go for the top corner. He just get it over the wall.
So good.
Yeah, and
Clever.
it just dipped.
I had a feeling it was going to go in as well because I remember when he lined it up. I thought the way it was, it reminded me a bit of the where it was for the Beckham Greece free kick. And
Yeah.
that just went through my mind, like as he took it. I know it didn't end up in the same place, but yeah, he just had a feeling, I think, when he lined up for that.
Cracking free kick, that was.
They'll have, I think from game week. I mean, they got City in game week 18, haven't they? Chelsea in the first fixture, but after that, I think the fixtures do look a bit better. It depends, obviously, if they get Arsenal in the Carabao. I think they've got a really nice run from halfway through 18 all the way to as far as about 22, 23, I think. So it could be interesting. Gun to your head. Who you blocking, City or Arsenal? Work our way down. All of you. One each.
Just because of the amount of injuries Arsenal's got at the minute, I'd go Man City. Just 'cause it's more settled. Obviously, if Arsenal had a full first team back four, I'd go for Arsenal.
It's crazy when you're saying
It's only Gabriel left, though. It's only Gabriel now, I think, to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm half in with Hincapié and Timber. I know that's got to change, and I think my keeper choice is going to dictate which way I go. So am I going Donnarumma? Am I going Raya?
He's on 4 yellows, isn't he?
Yeah, Donnarumma's on 4. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, over the last couple of games, he's kept himself quiet. But you just know, I do know, if I put Donnarumma in, he's guaranteed to gob off or just bit of time wasted.
Sub him out.
Yeah.
Then when he's a sub on a keeper yet.
But yeah, I think obviously the Arsenal with 2 home games. Brighton and Aston Villa love to score goals, though, don't they? Forest, Sunderland. I'd half and half.
Half
Quick
and half
fire.
scarf. Yeah, quick fire. James? Your quick fire 5 minutes starts now.
I'd go City right now because Gabriel's not back and he's a very important member of that defence. So if it was a call today, I would say City. If it was for New Year's Day games, I would probably say Arsenal because I think he'll be back at the end of the year. So yeah,
I think I'd just go Arsenal, but I'm not biased, am I, in the slightest?
No.
But I don't think I will block. I don't particularly like doing it, and I don't feel it's needed as much on this format now that it's not clean sheet only.
Yeah, but Scott, you sat there on a Palace block.
Yeah.
You've had a Palace block for how long?
Yeah, I had Munoz, Lacroix, Henderson, didn't I, as a 3?
Yeah, that's a block. Sorry, mate. And it's absolutely smashed it. And it has.
It done well, didn't it? It did
The Arsenal block did well early doors. The Palace block has absolutely nailed it. And if you're on them blocks early doors, they're the people that are sat at the top of the league. Whether it comes back round and whether it does well again for another batch, a period of time, we don't know. But yeah, look, it's done well. And I don't be scared of saying that. Look, that Arsenal block, 2 home games. You know, who knows? Like,
there is an argument, as well. Arsenal defence. Arsenal, at the start of the season, the fixtures were horrible. And that's when they started doing really well. It's almost like they switch on a little bit more, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's more about, right, we'll keep this tight. It's not we're going to be a little bit more open. We're going to attack these areas. And you probably spend less time over the week, say, in the run-up to fixtures on defensive things. You're spending more of your time doing attacking drills and other stuff. It happens. It does. Then when you're playing better teams, the discipline kicks in. And Arsenal are a disciplined side. They've got a good defence, good keeper. They could keep back-to-back clean sheets in them 2 home games, definitely.
Let us know in the chat who's the better defence, Arsenal or City. All right. A bit lighter now, a bit more festive from Joe Cook. She's gone for her question. She's enjoying the beach. She's
on the
up at
beach, isn't she?
She's at the beach though, so yeah, I'm sure she's not worried too much. If the three wise men all gave you one player each for this Christmas Game Week 17, who would you want that player to be? How are we viewing this? Is this like a 12th man scenario?
Well,
Festive 12th man.
I've got wrote down here Alan Shearer.
Oh, we're going anyone.
I want Alan Shearer for double game week.
Where are you going, Ben? It's been opened up. The player pool is opened up proper now.
Well, is this regarding my team? If it was towards my team, because I've already got Ekatike, I'd probably go Cunha. I want for this week. He's just shooting on sight, isn't he? So that's what you need. You don't need Voltamada, who's just like meandering around in the box doing nothing.
He's eighth for total shots on target, Cunha.
Yeah.
He's only got 3
8
goals.
shots on target in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
I wrote down a fit Joe Gomez. I think Canate needs some competition behind him to give him a kick up the ass.
You just reminded me. Did you see Canate playing the guitar when he got tackled? He's going.
I saw that.
He has been at fault for quite a few goals this season, although Van Dijk's not been at his best either, I would say. But nowhere near as bad as Canate has been on occasion. He tends to, if he makes a mistake, he tends to like have a dreadful. Then the rest of the game is terrible. So he needs Joe Gomez. We need to fit Joe Gomez. That's my answer.
I know it's doubling back to the last question, really, but what do you think about your defence for this week? Like Wolves Leeds, like both at home, they've got to have some good clean sheet potential. I know if you're gonna bring in a Liverpool defence, you're probably gonna have to take the hit on budget on it. But Virgil van Dijk in these doubles, he's always there.
Yeah, I did have Van Dijk written down as one of my defender options, but Nunes would be my preference. But no, I think there's a good chance of a clean sheet against Wolves, and I don't know, Leeds. The last time we played Leeds, it was like a disaster. So it was like 3-3
basketball game, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we do look a lot more solid now. He has tweaked the formation. Salah's not in the team. Who's I'm not. I want to throw him under the bus or anything. Everyone's tackling back. Without Sloboslai's not going to be there for the Wolves game, is he? I mean, he's quite important. He just runs and runs and runs, and he does stop a lot of attacks. But Wolves are pretty poor, aren't they? I don't know. With this season, we've been dreadful defensively. I am seeing signs of improvement, but I am worried that without Sloboslai in there,
Yeah,
I think that might have an impact.
I agree with that, James. I think that you've got a team that are struggling a little bit at the back with Liverpool, and you've got a team in Wolves who, what have they got to play for? No fear, and sometimes that could just, I think Liverpool conceding up in both games. I do. I know it looks good on paper, Wolves and Leeds at home, but Leeds are playing really well. They're scoring goals, which is always important. I think they come to Liverpool as in it's a freebie because they're expected to lose. And same with Wolves. I just think it's like a freebie for them. Like, what have Wolves got to play for at the minute? Like, other than a bit of pride. Them players should be busting the gut and just like trying to show off a little bit of the talent that they've got to maybe get a Premier League move in the future. I don't know.
Is there any love for Frimpong only by default? Because Szoboszlai out, covers at right back sometimes. Gomez out, right back. Bradley off injured. right back. So I did think there's a chance that
15 minutes into the next game, Frimpong injured.
he went off. He actually did go off. Well, half injured. He was bleeding out of his mouth, wasn't he? But I think they actually subbed him because
Bleeding out his mouth.
his head
honestly.
gone. I can't remember who caught him with a bit of an elbow or a hand, but he looked like his head was gone. So I think they took him off.
He
so
got
he didn't get
pawed at, didn't he? He got pawed at.
But any chance that
he had a little bit of blood on his lip. And then he come back out afterwards in a big one of them dry robes, did he?
This is more anti-Liverpool bias, in my opinion, Tony.
I know. What a
cruel,
little
isn't
smart.
he? He's cruel.
I think there's no one else to play right back. He has to play. I mean, even Endo's out as well. I just don't see anyone else playing that. And I'd stick Curtis Jones there or something.
That might happen.
I wouldn't. Well, Frimpong's only just come back from injury, so I wouldn't be surprised if Curtis Jones had to fill in there for a few minutes. But I would expect Frimpong to start unless there's some issue. He has come back from injury. He is back in the squad now. And there's no other option. So surely he'll get a game against Wolves, you would think.
Yeah.
A segue onto Salah tonight, playing for Egypt. Just bagged the winner in the last minute.
Yeah.
2-1 for Egypt. Omar Mamouche got the other goal.
Hey.
Top man, isn't he? Number one.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be my third wise man. Not my third wise man. Who the three wise men are giving me? I'd have Bruno back if I could. Ruined it. Or Rodgers. Give me back Rodgers. Walkingfootball.com. I feel like there's not an answer to this, but what total team budget do you think you need now, this far into the season, to hang on to players regardless of price change? So to completely disregard price changes, what sort of budget do you think you're going to want to have to be on?
I think you're not far off at like 56, 57 million. I think with Fernandez injury now, even if we go before that, to be fair, just to make it a little bit further, with the lack of form of Salah, I think that opened the game. It opened it up to people who didn't quite have the budget. I think you can fit everybody else in that. I think 57. I think you're all right. I do think 57's pretty good. With Salah missing, you could put Palmer in there, and Fernandez injured. Yeah, I think.
Want to have one of these blocks though? If you want to have one of these blocks, they don't come cheap.
Yeah, it's true. If you want to go Arsenal, you go Raya, Timber, and Gabriel. You're talking
Got to be 60 million plus, I'd say.
That sounds a good amount.
You're talking about a point. I mean, perfect amount is probably 65.
70 here.
I think
you get everyone with 65, definitely.
I think getting by. I think we're talking about like you can tweak and you can still have your players in here without. What I'm talking about is without having to go to a 2.1 million enabler. I'm on about a balanced 11. I think 57. I think you're all right.
More.
More.
Right, bloody Labour government, isn't it? More.
I think we've covered a couple of these questions here from Ian, and we've covered Dave's question too. But I want to read it out just because it's a good question / rant. So Thiago, flop of the month, took a price drop, was hoping for 3 goals, 4 assists, and one saved penalty against Wolves, but we all know how it ended. Only sensible replacement I can see is Ekatike, and probably keep him until the end of the season. Also, Gordon is like that toxic ex-girlfriend. Every time I get rid of him due to a poor performance, he goes and has a stunner of a game. With upcoming fixtures, is it worth going back and jeopardise my own mental health?
Love it. Love it.
Nice one, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
And from one Dave to another, David F. As it's almost Christmas, what are your essentials on a Christmas dinner? No stuffing, no party, he says.
Pigs and
Beef.
pancakes.
Beef.
It's got
Pigs in
pigs and
blankets.
blankets. That's my vote too. Or
Yeah.
Yorkshires.
Gotta have Yorkie.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh,
Some people say you can't have Yorkshires on a Christmas dinner. You gotta
That's
have
absolutely
Yorkshires.
posh.
Yeah.
If you don't have Yorkshires, it's not a Christmas dinner.
They reckon it's a Sunday dinner, a roast dinner, in it. If you have Yorkshire puddings.
Bollocks.
No. Leeks and cheese sauce. There you go.
Oh, posh.
Leeks
was
and
that?
cheese sauce. Yeah.
Links in
Delicious.
cheese.
Absolutely. It's like
Is that like cauliflower cheese?
It's like cauliflower cheese, but
All right.
with leeks. It's delicious.
Fair enough. I like that.
Not trying down.
Cauliflower cheese.
Yeah,
Links and
cauliflower,
cheese. Yeah, fair enough.
broccoli cheese.
Are there any, James, in Venezuela, are there any like sort of Christmas differentials?
Oh God, with the food, man. Bird's not listening. The Christmas food here is bad. They eat this little.
Me, you're saying that to
Everyone
us.
eats these things
Oh,
called
funny.
hayaka. It's got like a corn maze. It's like a corn maze parcel with minced pork and vegetables and raisins. I just don't get it.
Raisins?
Yes, it's not good. It's edible, and they like their panda hamon, which is basically bread with ham in it. It's rubbish compared to.
Is that like a ham sandwich?
Ham butty.
Christmas dinner.
Miss Patterson.
Do they have butter?
Rubbish. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I might try to cook myself
She's
something
not listening to this pod, is she?
decent on Christmas Day, because here it's all Christmas Eve. The Christmas Day is not a thing really. Everyone does their stuff Christmas Eve, presents and all, and then Christmas Day is just a recovery day, because they do like their parties here. So last year I cooked a roast dinner on Christmas Day, just because I really don't like the Venezuelan Christmas option. So
What did they think of your Christmas dinner?
they enjoyed it. They said it was good. Yeah.
To your face.
Yeah. And they're all on a podcast now saying it were really shit.
Right. Mini leagues. What do we call this one? Dream Team Tonic Guest League.
Hey, look at me there. I've climbed in 10th now. You can see me. You didn't do the top 13 the other time, did you?
You're only above me on goal difference, Tony.
Yeah. I'm up there, though. I'm happy with that.
What were we reading? All of it top 5?
Well,
Relegation
whatever you
zone.
want. Whatever you want, Scott.
James, you've had a bit of a jump this week, haven't you? You've jumped.
I was up to 9th, and
down.
then I think that last couple of games I dropped back down to 11th. But I'm not. The league is grouping up. There's quite a few people within reach now. I see Ian Parents dropped a little bit. He was flying high at one point. So there's a few people within reach. Andy Barnett was flying high as well, but I see he's dropped. It's a tough league. But I'm aiming higher. I'm coming for you, boys.
Yeah, it's good competition, that one. Top 3. Me, Chris Stone, and George Bristow. Flying up there. Up in first. Over to the Cash League. We've got M. Burns. We've got Silent Bow. Who still got Voldemada. Still got Golden. 137 points. He can't keep getting away with it,
He
can
must
he?
have forgot to do his transfers.
Makes me sick.
And now he's closing in on Wisby. Look at that.
He's
Breathing
right up
d-
your arse, Nathan.
Breathing down your neck.
You can smell him.
It's hunting you down. Tonic members only league. It's fairly similar. With G Walker in third, Silent Pow in second, and Wisby in first.
Where were you last year, Wisby, when you were my tag team partner?
Where are
That's it.
you?
Call him out.
Yeah,
James.
go
Come
on.
on.
Send him a message right
Don't
now.
hold back.
I think he's in the chat. Wisby,
He is
Come
in
on,
the chat.
Wisby.
are you
Let's
listening?
be having you.
He's having a stormer this year.
Nah, come on. Trash talk him. Let him have it.
No, he's doing brilliantly this year. I'm only joking.
He's not really.
Nah. Where was it last year, Nathan?
Where are you? I need to get
Where
that added.
are you?
Where
Let's
are
be
you?
having you.
And the tag team league. We've got David Folkes and T Blackburn, G Dully, Stephen Williams, and M Burns, B James. What?
You said Blackburn.
And T
Bradburn.
Blackburn. It makes sense though, doesn't it?
There is a T.
In Blackburn FC. There he is, David.
David Folkes and T Bradburn.
Yeah, he follows Rovers 2024, 25.
Bradburn Rovers.
We got to wrap this up. But before we do,
Oh no, yeah.
the moment we're all waiting for,
Hey, big one there, isn't it?
lowest score.
Hey, do you know what? I think people
Out
hang
the
around
door.
for this now as well.
Perfect putting it at the
They
end.
know. They know what's coming. I'm getting it prepped.
Is that Bradders?
Yeah.
What do you mean, take your piss? What's wrong with Blackburn? Anyway, where are we going?
Oh, Brad. Yeah, I get it now. Bradburn, Bradders. I was thinking, how's T Bradburn? Brad. I thought his name was. Yeah.
No, it's all gone.
All right,
wrong.
Bradders, mate. Sorry, not Blackburn. Lowest score out the door.
Lowest score out the door. Do you know what? It's brutal, this league, isn't it? Game week 15. Well, do you know, we put in the stipulation. We said about if you're first in the league and you get the lowest score, it doesn't matter, does it? You go
I
in.
can actually see this. It started working.
Get to watch it live.
Honey Badgers. Top of the
Stinker.
league. Top of the league. But consistency pays, sunshine.
So he's top of the table.
Top of the table, 1751. Top of the table. Well, there's nobody there.
But it
Nobody's
doesn't
got a
work
better
like that.
score. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Sorry. But Lindsay. We're going. Where are you? I have to find you. I'm coming for you. Where is
April
it?
Fool's Day is your biggest fool in Manchester.
There
You have lost the fans tonight. You don't
Three up to the
deserve
bottom.
the fans. You don't deserve anything from this club. You got the job on the technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing. You are a fool, and you are a waste of time. Good night.
All the weakest thing. Bye.
That's fucking horrible.
He wanted a good send off, he said.
Honestly. Yeah. Well, look, right, so we've got Silent Powell. Silent Powell. He's up at top of the list. He's next to go.
Next week. Right.
Yeah.
It's time to start wrapping presents and all that.
Yeah, all that jazz. Yeah.
Good to have you back, James.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Enjoy your Christmas dinner, mate.
I'll try.
Cheers for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Have a wonderful Christmas from all of us. We won't have a deadline stream on Boxing Day, unfortunately. You got the Ghost of Christmas there for you, Tony? What's going on there?
Fucking like someone revving like a fucking monster truck outside my window. I'll have to go and check that out.
Stay safe.
Yeah, you might never see me again.
Catch you lads later.
Yeah. Have a
Merry
good Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, and
Merry Christmas.
yeah, thanks so much for your support and thanks for listening to us blab on all year.
Up the
Final
Tonic.
words. Up the Tonic. See you later. Merry Christmas all. Bye bye.